Business now on the programme. Charles Pellegrin is here on set to tell us about Bitcoin today. The cryptocurrency reached new heights on Tuesday, beating a record this, Charles, from November 2021.
That's right, Stuart. Perhaps the most famous digital token has experienced something of a resurgence in the last year or so after going through what insiders have called the crypto winter. The value of a single Bitcoin reached its new peak on Tuesday at above 69,000 US dollars, beating its previous record reached in November of 2021 at over $68,900. And in between these two peaks, as you can see, though, the crypto asset experienced a huge fall, followed by a consistent rally. That fall was caused by a number of high-profile bankruptcies and fraud cases, most notably crypto trading platform FTX, founded by Sam Bankman-Fried, which at one point was the largest crypto trading platform. Well, before it was discovered, it committed multi-billion-dollar fraud by looting the exchange users' funds. For other investments, these episodes brought on more regulatory scrutiny in the U.S. from the Securities and Exchange Commission, who alleged that several exchanges are selling unregistered securities, as well as the Department of Energy, which is investigating the sector's environmental impact. Well, that explains the fall, but what about the rally we've seen in the last year or so? Ben Laidler, an analyst at financial services firm eToro, tells us more.
I think this is classic supply and demand. Demand is booming. We had the spot Bitcoin ETF approved in the US just over 6 weeks ago. And since then, those ETFs have accumulated 4% of all the Bitcoin there is in the world just in 6 weeks. So demand very strong, and supply, there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin.
Yeah, Charles, that analyst there mentioned ETFs. What's that?
ETFs are exchange-traded funds, so funds that allow people to invest in a bundle of different assets that track a specific index. At the beginning of the year, U.S. regulators allowed a number of new ETFs that track the price of Bitcoin. Some of these were offered by big names in the financial world, firms like BlackRock or Fidelity. This was celebrated by crypto enthusiasts as a sign that Bitcoin and other digital assets were being accepted in the mainstream, which led to increased demand for Bitcoin. On the supply side, as mentioned, there is a limit on the total number of Bitcoin that will ever exist, and that is set at 21 million. This was a choice by Bitcoin's inventor, Satoshi Nakamoto, to increase demand and price. This means that every 4 years, the number of tokens created has to be halved. And this moment, known as the halving, is arriving soon, which is also what's driving up interest from investors looking to sell.
See, that's why we have a business editor to explain these things to us who are not business experts. So how about Bitcoin now, Charles? How's it doing?
Well, the peak was quickly followed by a sell-off on Tuesday, which means that Bitcoin is currently trading at just over $66,000 a token. It's slightly up from the previous close, which was already quite lower from that peak that we mentioned. And this underscores really the volatility of the asset as a whole.
Finally, from Charles, hundreds of thousands of people around the world deprived of both Facebook and Instagram, you may have noticed, on Tuesday.
Yeah, the outage was fixed after about 2 hours. Parent company Meta blamed a technical issue, but as Brian Quinn is about to explain, other social media platforms took advantage of this misstep to trade barbs. Have a look.
The endless scroll turned into a blank screen as hundreds of thousands of Facebook and Instagram users lost access to their accounts Tuesday in an outage lasting more than 2 hours. Parent company Meta declined to specify the cause as it acknowledged the crash on rival social media platform X.
Earlier today, a technical issue caused people to have difficulty accessing some of our services. We resolved the issue as quickly as possible for everyone who was impacted, and we apologize for any inconvenience.
Though X itself has suffered several disruptions since its takeover by billionaire Elon Musk, not to mention myriad complaints over cuts to its support and content moderation staff, Musk himself couldn't resist a glib post at Meta's expense. Trackers registered more than 500,000 disruptions to Facebook and nearly 100,000 to Instagram, a tiny fraction of the nearly 3.2 billion people per day who use Meta's apps, which also include WhatsApp and Threads. Tuesday's outage paled in comparison to 2021, when a crash took Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, and Instagram offline for more than 3 billion users over more than 6 hours.
Huge sigh of relief that was sighed all over the world when people could start scrolling again there.
Or the other way around, if you're looking at your children spending all their time on it. Thank you very much, Charles Pellegrin with The Business.